Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
Helganquil!
Guess they don't need their Red Woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
I knew there was something off here!
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
This frickin' does it!
Illumination magic is in! Heavy lift! One more time!
Inferno punch! Now I'm in the groove!
Not today!
Hey, when did I get so popular?
Leave the enemy's arc to
Can't
me!
get out of this! No
Now!
place here!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done! Illumination magic is in! Let me help! One more time! Handle this!
Oh! Now I'm real mad!
You are in tip-top shape!
As soon as I'm done here, I'll come help out.
How could a girl ever say no? As impressive as always.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Alphen.
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Dahnan slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over.
I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegus, remember? He probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for? We haven't seen anyone here except Helganquil. Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Renna. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In tragedy's aftermath, hope is all we have.
Just look at the size of that thing. The Helganquil's technology certainly is impressive. And they don't seem to do things by halves either. In the past 300 years, no, even before that, just how many people, Renan or Dahnan, do you think have ever seen this?
Regarding the past 3 centuries, at least, I'd say there's a good chance that we're the first.
Also, while I get that it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing around gawping at it at a time like this. Sometimes I wonder about your priorities.
I can understand where he's coming from. More to the point, does anyone know where it leads?
What do you mean where it leads? To the center of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there, right?
Yeah. With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot. There must be some kind of device somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Borrow one of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for us. Why make things harder for ourselves?
You know what he's like, Law. Once he gets an idea in his head, there's no talking him out of it.
A six-armed giant. Is this the Zoogle from...
No backing down! Take this! Burn! I'll smash you!
This is gonna need all of us together! The flashing part's their weak point!
Oh, now you're talking! Take this!
This will come in handy! I never miss! Banana, let's go! Outstanding form!
Okay, here I go! Try this! Now I need to smash you! While it's reeling!
Take it down!
Can't get out of this! Flame inside me! Let's free! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Blah, blah, blah.
Swallow blade!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Double demon fang!
Let me help! First aid! A wailing
Sword Rain Alpha! Infernal devastation!
Far enough!
Double demon
There you go!
Now you
Now
see what I can do!
Don't mind if I do!
Orochi's Fury! This one's all mine!
I hear the healer! Sleep now! Radiant clear! You all tucked away!
Eat dirt!
It's in the
What
sky!
day?
Magic is Am!
Double demon fang!
One more time! Here's a healing arc! First aid!
What a relief! Mega
In
Sword
here!
Rain Alpha!
Let's get you
Blow
all
away!
tucked away!
I'm just getting started!
Illuminate the
Demon
magic is
fang!
Am! Here's a healing arc!
All good
First
things
aid!
come to an end.
There! Go! Go!
Answer to the bell!
Struggle!
This is not my fight! You'll pay for that!
This one's mine!
Burn in hell!
Sleep now! Let's get you all tucked
healing
away!
arc!
First aid!
Fury!
This one is almost in the bag!
We're not done yet. It's just falling back.
Then it's time for you to do what you do best!
Demon fang!
Here, let me help! First
Eat
aid!
this! Take this! That's enough!
Denied!
Burn in hell!
Lightning! It's weakened!
This ends now! I'll smash you! Double demon fang!
In
It's
here!
gonna attack!
Right, watch out!
Slap the shot!
Not
my finest! Stay away from my friend!
You get the gist.
Sonic thrust!
Blah, blah, blah. Here's the healing arc. First aid! More for the stock guy.
pain.
None short.
Now,
One more time.
Here!
First aid!
Okay. Try harder!
Look, you alright?
Yeah, I'll be okay. Time to let it rip.
Now!
Rain Alpha! Go storm! In an instant! Impact Block!
Well, we beat it in the end.
Let us harvest what we can use and take it with us.
Built for the sake of it and then cast aside. How sad.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here,
This flavor, why it rivals the...
Yeah.
Got very...
This is the Vicent training ground.
Hey, isn't that a Hellganquil?
Is it some sort of prototype?
Whatever it is, it's a real tough customer. Rip and tear!
Burning strike! Feel! Raging cascade! Fresh!
No dare! I'm on a roll now!
This is coming handy!
Here I come!
Here, let me help! Between heaven and earth!
Eat this! There you go! This one like me again!
I'm all stopped up!
No! Freaking does it!
can't end here!
Don't give up! I don't bring the whole day! Here, let me help!
Eat this! It's time!
More hail between heaven and earth!
Burn!
A whale of divine faith!
I'm on a roll now!
Here, let me help!
Eagle fly!
Stand in there with the others! Illuminate the magic Gazam! Holy Lamb! One more time! Patience! Here's a
Leave the target! Knocked on you again! All good things
That'll bring you down!
I'll smash you! Yours to be let free!
Here's a healing art!
Eat dirt! I'm on a roll now!
Lightning!
Talon
Divine blood! Searing flame!
Slide!
Burning
Is this it?
Don't leave me! I'll be saving this one! Burning Illuminate! Magic Gazam! Here, let me help! First aid!
I'm on it!
You get the death!
Talon Soar!
Resuscitation! You get the death!
Talon Hurricane! Knocked on you!
Let me help! First aid!
Thanks, Shionne.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Friendly flash!
Here, eat dirt!
Tectonic punch!
Divine strength! Reload! Searing flame! Reload! I'm out of ammo!
Move on! Get! Armor
A
won't
whale
save! I'll
can't be
finish
a
you here
weapon!
and now!
Mine! He's confiscated!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Here's a healing wave!
Burn in hell!
First
I
aid!
don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Talon
Let
Hurricane!
me help! Now!
You're mine!
I'll be saving this!
Sharp like flame! Shut it! Burn!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Seal! Searing flame! Reload! Here, let me help! I can do this all day!
I'm on it! Talon Hurricane!
Burning quiver!
Armor won't save! Now I'm in the groove!
Eat dirt!
Be
That'll bring you
still!
down!
Now you're talking! Not today!
Magic Gazam!
Take this!
Here's a healing art! First aid!
Sword Rain out of Hurricane!
The water
Ready?
is here! In here!
Take this!
Here I go! Nothing
I'm
gets
on a
by
roll
me!
now!
The waters that create me!
The finishing blow!
You'll need to beat me to it, kid.
I'll take on that challenge!
None shall escape my judgment! Art sealed!
In
Holy
full
Land! One more time! First
There
aid!
you go! I feel like me
Sleep
again!
now!
Anything in armor is all mine!
A chain between heaven and earth!
Take
Away
this!
with the hair!
Like
In
this
here!
armor won't save one
No,
thing!
let
Not on
loose.
my watch! Primed and ready! I never miss!
First strike! Burn it out! Hurricane!
Here, let me help! Feel!
Now I can let loose.
I'll be saving this one!
In a bind!
Burning strike! I can do this all day! Blood!
Inferno punch!
Burning lava! In here! First aid! Now!
You're like totally in an instant.
Impact block! How about it?
Yeah.
Hey!
See?
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Yes!
Seriously, what do they take us for?
Research. Subject. Just like everything else.
We've reached our destination.
What's with that shining foe over there? It's gigantic.
I'd say we're about...
No backing down!
Leave none shall escape my judgment!
Burn!
Holy land! Attained up! Our final promises in next week!
I'll smash you!
There you go!
Do not! Talon Sword!
I'll be saving this one!
Just getting started!
Everything
Pierce through! Eagle Assault! Oh, now for us!
You get the jet ready!
Now! Really!
Take it down!
More for the stockpile!
Mirage Blade!
I swear!
Ignite!
Here's a healing heart!
Anything in my mind is all
This
mine.
one's mine!
Check it!
Can't get out of this!
Talon Sword!
You get the jet!
Running
Now.
armor won't save you!
This is like
Tear 'em up! It's too much!
healing heart!
Front! Talon Hurricane! Running slot! All finish you here and now! I'm on a roll now!
Okay, here I go. This one's all mine.
Double Demon Fang!
Leave the charge to me!
Keep charging
Now I'm
us.
real mad! That's what my shield's for!
Get behind!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Here's a healing art!
Now we're not...
Sword! Ether!
Winds of heaven! Burst forth!
Talon Hurricane!
In the sky field!
I'm just getting started!
Get on your
Armor
feet
won't
together!
save you! Take
Magic
this!
is in! Here's a healing art! The enemy is going all out! Radiant pierce!
Burn in hell!
There! Don't mind if I do! Into
go
the
again.
shadows! Hurricane! Holy land!
Dragon!
More
On a
time!
roll now!
Here, let me help!
This
First
thing
aid!
come to an end! I've let you all down!
You'll
pay for that!
I can do it all day!
Take this!
Divine!
Take this!
The wild I never miss! Sleep now! It's weekend!
Burning slot!
Get on!
This
Here's the
ends
healing
now!
art! First aid! Just what I needed! Up and at 'em!
Swallow
Let's go!
blade!
Resuscitation! Holy land!
We got him on the run.
Don't get cocky!
Right. Still anyone's fight.
here! I'll be saving this one!
Watch this!
A whirling trouble!
We're on a roll now!
Winds of heaven! Outstanding field!
I can carve through armor!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Sword Rain Alpha! I've let you out yet.
Resist my end here! Go faster!
Now, Asuna!
Right!
In an instant! Impact block!
A chain between heaven and
This
earth!
should do it!
Resuscitation!
Blast
Here's a
window!
healing art!
Okay, here I go!
The waters of
Rising
Eagle!
the flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Into the shadows!
Blast the shot!
Powered hurricane!
Take that
We're on a roll now!
Eat dirt!
There you
Got it.
go! I feel like me.
Never can! Blah, blah, blah!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Here's a healing art!
Eternal devastation!
Fabric does it! Far enough!
Thunder!
Take this!
Creation!
Be still!
I'll smash you!
Hurricane
Now.
thrust! River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Here, let me help.
Double demon fang!
Here you go. More reduction.
Swallow dare!
Radiant
Now
spear.
I'm in the groove!
It's time!
Watch them. That'll bring you down.
Eagle assault!
Lightning slash! You picked the wrong fight!
Here,
Eagle Dawn!
they're not paying
Here we
well.
go!
Solid storm!
Radiant
Laser
spear.
storm!
Double
Double demon fang!
Oh, blah.
This should do it! Blast
Here's a
the
healing
shot!
art.
Powered hurricane!
You require help.
Here.
Here I come! Let's try harder!
Eagle Dawn!
Here,
Sword Rain Alpha! Strike! Lightning thrust!
Here's a healing art.
Perfect kick!
I'll smash you!
Sword
Now
Rain
I'm in the
Alpha!
groove!
Primed and ready.
Take this!
Where are you going?
Hurricane!
Ignite!
Eagle Dawn!
Here's a healing
Here I
art.
come!
It looks like you got this one.
See what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Blending flash!
Here
I come! Its defenses are down! Sword Rain Alpha! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Small! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
That was quite the little adventure.
I think there's someone in.
Really now.
Is that...
Is this really a good idea, though?
Are you not the one who wished to reach an accord with them?
Yes, but still.
This will be our last favor. Regardless. Let us dispatch this ultimate Zoogle of theirs.
So this is it. The Zoogle to end all Zoogles.
Its name would certainly suggest as much.
Let's give those researchers the shock of their lives.
Here's a nice blah, 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 and run! Blah, blah, blah. Run!
Let's tear them up! Nothing beats this! You've got your name on them!
I'm nearly done for.
I never miss!
Eat this!
I can carve through armor!
Here's a healing art! First aid!
In a bind?
Here's a
I'll finish you good now!
Vanquish darkness!
Things come
Here's
to
a
an end.
healing art! First aid! Magic
Blood!
Thunderblade! Holy land! Chain between heaven and earth! Don't give up! This one's mine!
Now I'm in the
This will
groove!
bring you down!
Now or never.
Don't mind if I do!
All good things come to an end. The picture of hell.
First aid!
Talon Hurricane! I can carve through armor! I'm on it!
Doesn't take
I'm
here.
just
In a
getting
bind?
started!
Here's a healing art!
Not
First
done yet.
aid!
So much for sitting this fight out. What do you in the groove? No, that isn't silly.
Then let's focus there first.
Sweet mouth!
Nothing gets by me.
Not today!
Standing form!
Shattering the defense! Attack time!
You get the gist! I never miss!
Strike!
There you go! Don't run
now!
Radiant blood! Back into the fray!
Not my fight. In a box?
Stay away from my friend!
First aid! A whirling struggle! Winds of heaven! Sleep now! Resuscitation! I'll be
Mirage!
safe! Here, let me
You
help!
picked the wrong fight!
Thanks! They'll pay for that!
I swear!
Now I'm in. Now you're talking!
Let them work! Magic is
Now I'm in the groove!
Divine! You get the gist! Feel! Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Raging cascade!
Double demon take! Now you see what I can do!
I can do this all day!
Changing tactics!
There's no telling what it'll do! Stay focused! They're not playing around!
To be let free!
I'll be taking off this one!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Ah, right.
In a bind?
Splendid flash!
Ready to go! It looks like you got this one covered! Here, let me help! In here!
Not my finest.
Here, let...
This should do it!
First aid!
Sword rain out! Is this it?
Don't leave me! Let the marksman handle! Don't pay for that!
Here we go again.
The waters of creation!
Ready and good.
Here, let me help! Hurricane strike! Radiant going in!
This should do it! Sonic thrust!
That'll bring you down! A whirling struggle! Winds of heaven! First force!
Look sharp.
Here, let me
Get
help!
out of this!
First aid! Illumine... Blah, blah, blah!
Burn
Storm!
in hell!
Holy Land! Not in your dreams!
Look sharp.
Tornado! A whirling struggle!
Roasted fury!
Here's a healing art! First
Can't move.
aid! Come on! You have to hold on! Crossblade! Human resuscitation! Searing flame!
Look sharp.
Not done yet!
Here's a healing art! First aid! Here!
Let's keep up the pressure. This one's mine.
Here I go! Searing flame!
You are this.
Here's a healing art! First aid!
Sword rain alpha!
Where are you going? I'll be
Splendid!
In a bind?
The
chain
flame
between
inside
heaven
is
and earth.
yours to be let
Let
free!
me help! A wailing dancing hurricane!
Take this!
Divine! I can do
Is
this
this
all
it?
day!
Guess I had to use
Here's
it
a healing
sometime.
art! First aid! Hurricane! Blah, blah, blah!
The enemy's on the run!
We've got him. We want.
It's time to end this battle.
Here goes! A banana!
Let's go!
I let my guard down.
You paid for that!
Guys, now's our chance!
Ready and ready.
And there goes the tail.
What? Let's do this!
Hurricane Thrust!
I'll smash you!
Hurricane Thrust! Hurricane
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time.
I really don't.
This one's all mine!
This one's mine.
Where are you going?
Ignite!
Will this help? Healing for darkness!
How about this?
This is
What would I do? Dig on!
And just like that, I'm back in it.
By holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
Pieces! Attack time!
Divine streak!
Now you've gone and ticked me off.
Here goes! Burning strike! Will this help? Holy light! Healing circle!
Thank you for all your help. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Here goes! Don't mind if I do. Here, let me help. Lightning
Now
to
you
death!
see what I can
First
do!
aid! Thunder blade!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
I'm going to put their genius to use in restoring Dahna.
You're weighing recruitment options here of all.
This shall suffice.
finally made it.
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helganquil. Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally Dahnans?
I'd say it's likely, which is pretty ironic when you think about it.
Ironic?
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Dahnans, but it was all of their own volition, not because they were being controlled. Now, it turns out they themselves were once Dahnans too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something inherent in all of us. Our free will.
Now hang on, though. It was that same free will that allowed Shionne and Dohalim to choose to fight alongside us. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to beat hatred and forge all those connections we've made. Free will is what saved us, right?
Law's entirely right. In any case, it certainly can't hurt to look on the bright side every now and then.
Yeah. Where there's hope, there's a way.
What'd he say?
He said, without a doubt. No further!
Burning strike! Double demon fang! Ignite!
Burning strike! These ones can run rings around us!
Do it! More! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off! Mega Sonic
does it!
Storm! Azure Storm!
Prepare to be sealed, Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Let's talk any more doing.
Double demon fang!
I'm on a roll now!
Inferno Punch! Here I come!
I'm on
Kick it! Enough done!
Do it!
Swallow Blade! Do it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
That's some power you with.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
What the? Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate.
Ignite!
Insects should stay on the ground.
Come and face me! Be still!
This line's free! Why can't they just sit still?
Shionne,
Astral energy!
say no more! More Sukos?
Keep calm and take them down.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go,
Whirling struggle!
Swallow this! I'm on a roll now!
No escape! Hurricane Thrust!
Oh, that frickin' does it!
I'm ready!
Dazzle!
Maybe this way.
Swallow dance!
Here, let me
You're
have
mine!
Just getting started!
Do it!
Law, get toasty!
Burn strike!
More? You're mine!
Bring you down.
Soda!
Now I'm in
Mirage! Shockwave!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
More? No escape! Ignite!
Now you see what I can do!
Shionne! Astral energy! Full throttle!
A flawless victory.
Eat this!
Naturally.
Raining Slash! Okay, here I go!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Enemies incoming!
Then we'll take them down!
chain between heaven and earth.
This!
We barely managed to turn that battle.
You don't need to sound surprised.
Perhaps I'll put more faith in you then.
Well, I certainly won't argue.
Burn it hell!
I'm saving this one.
You're mine!
Do it! Swallow down!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Burning!
Here's the marksman handles it.
You're mine!
That'll bring you down.
Shattering! Oh! Now I'm real mad!
Blow away!
A chain between heaven and earth. Now!
Talon heart!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright...
Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zoogle somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves.
Right, here goes!
Here I go. You got this.
Armor won't save you!
This one's all mine! Thunderous devastation!
That buzzing is driving me mad.
It's in the sky, it's mine.
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Picture this has got your name on them!
Blazing
in the
storm.
groove!
Be still!
Now for something. This one's mine. You get the gist. Sweet girl. This one's revealing struggle.
Not today!
Wings of
Carve
heaven.
through my tissue
Let me
here
help.
and now!
First aid. Feel.
Swallow down!
Get on in there with number one.
Sword Rain Alpha!
All right.
Blow
It's
away!
go time. Now. Radiant here. Feel.
Kick it!
Eagle
Sword Rain Alpha!
Hit. All right.
Raining Slash!
I'm on here.
Anything
You're mine!
You think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
If that's true,
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Here I go.
Come one, come all! It's on!
Let's get you
Sonic
off
Dart! Sword Rain Alpha!
I'll smash you!
Do it! We barely managed to turn that battle.
You don't need to sound surprised.
Perhaps I'll put more faith in you then.
Well, I certainly won't argue.
Feel. I'll be safe.
You're mine!
Talon hurricane!
Escape my judgment. This ends now.
consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alphen.
It's time to end it.
I'm right beside you.
Here I go.
Let's refrain from losing.
An opponent like this should be easy.
None shall escape my
Come on,
judgment.
Demon Fang!
Holy Land!
Talon hurricane!
Holy Land!
Here I come!
You heads! Crumble! Not even fair!
Sonic
Escape my judgment!
Let's hit!
Raging Cascade!
Sonic Thrust!
Take that!
Ice Tornado!
Slash! This one's all mine!
Smash you!
Do it!
I will you
Kisara!
one.
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Here, let me help. Raging Cascade!
Burn in hell!
I never miss! A whirling
Can't get out of
struggle!
this! Take
Wings of heaven! First
Thunder!
force! There! Go! In here!
Eat this!
Get on there with the
In a
blazing
blind?
storm!
Blow away!
Illuminate magic is there!
Double Demon Fang!
You must
Talon hurricane!
Here's the
This
demon
one's
heart!
all mine.
First aid!
Burn in hell!
Rock blade! None shall escape my
Under
judgment!
storm! Lightning Demon Fang!
Outstanding form!
Come and face me.
Holy Land!
Double Demon Fang!
I'm sorry to be involved.
We've all got enough on our plates.
Yes, ma'am.
None shall judgment. This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I can feel my precision improving.
Looks like some solid equipment.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Here and now! All good things come to an end.
Time to cross blades! No further!
Winds of heaven! Burst
Burn
forth!
it hit!
Ice tornado!
I can carve through armor!
Weak now!
Freezing
Tornado!
Now I'm in the groove! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Lightning thrust!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint out here.
Nope, that is silly.
Not today!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Looks like we got them all.
These structures don't look like anything built by the Renan. Or even what we saw in the Forbidden Zone.
Perhaps this is the true architectural style of the Helganquil. Or perhaps the opposite.
No
Here's
choice!
the healing arc!
Pieces!
First aid!
Prepare to be sealed! They got me flamed!
Here's a healing arc! Really get on my nerves!
Corrosive Fury!
A whirling struggle!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Now I'm in the groove!
One more round!
It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
No further!
We got the advantage!
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because law's on!
Freezing storm!
Thunder!
Divine! I can do this all day! This one's mine! Where are you going? Do it!
These fists have got your name on them!
Here's your over! Astral energy! Full throttle! I've never seen so many bullseyes!
I couldn't have done it without you.
Little help! Let me help! First aid!
Ignite!
Radiant here! You can
handle this.
Now! Reload! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
You're mine!
Reload! Where are you going? A whirling struggle. Take it! First forward! In here! Now!
We are freaking invincible!
Alphen and the others truly are strong.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Is there anything more magnificent than the musculature of a warrior? Perhaps it is in search of this perfect beauty that I myself...
Those thorns.
I'm not letting them get in our way!
This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
Gotta break through!
Now you see what I can do!
Holy Here's a healing arc! Holy land!
Double Demon Fang!
No further!
Careful! It has some kind of camouflage! Here's a healing arc!
Sword Rain Alpha! This one's all mine! Ready?
Freezing storm! Ice tornado!
Eat dirt!
Where are you going?
Talon Hurricane! Take this!
tucked away.
I'm just getting
Freezing
started.
wild
Dawn
and
Phoenix Fang!
Ice tornado! Dance, immortal droplet!
Easily be fatal. I can
Just
carve
as
through
well,
armor.
I'm here to stop.
With darkness!
First strike! Take this! I'll finish you here and now!
Time to let it rip.
Divine strike! Radiant fire! Magic is there! Here's a
enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Be a breeze. Get in, get out. Now you see what I can do.
The sky is mine! A whirling struggle!
Eat
The winds of heaven!
do it! I'll finish you here.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Well done!
I'm on it. Step back. This one's all law.
Hey, that looks pretty good.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Eat this!
Winds of heaven!
In a bind, watch this!
Lightning thrust!
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
No shall escape my radiant!
Sonic Rock! Soaring
It is in
Alpha!
the sky is mine! Dance, immortal
It's to the devastation!
Let me help! I'll be fading!
Now I can let loose.
Take this! You see what happened there as you crossed me? Shouldn't have done that! I can carve through armor!
Here, let me help!
Now I
Do
can
it!
let loose.
Astral energy!
Say no more. That astral energy was incredible.
I gave it everything I had.
choice! Come and face me! Double demon fang!
Chain between none shall escape my judgment. A witch is ready.
This one's all mine!
Here. Burn. More for the here.
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the trouble is to me.
That'll bring you down.
Try this!
Switch door confiscated.
Can't get out of this.
Gravitas field.
Denied. Ready and ready.
Double demon fang!
I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
I wish I could brawl like you, Law.
You wish to learn my secrets, young man?
Yes, Master. Please, teach me the art of defense.
Check out these biceps. Pretty glorious, right?
Why are guys so obsessed with their muscles?
Because these puppies have yet to let me down.
Hey, new equipment!
No choice!
Watch it.
Pierce through! You prepare to be seen!
In a bind.
Burn! Sword Rain Alpha!
None shall escape my judgment.
Mirage split.
Thunder Fang!
One more time.
In a bind.
Eat dirt.
You're mine!
This one's mine. Now.
Flame inside you! You're going to be left free! I owe you one!
Illuminate the magic is in.
Eternal Double Demon Fang!
Here, let me help.
This has got your name on them.
Thanks so much.
All finished you here and now.
Orochi Fury!
Your dreams.
Sonic Thrust!
Here,
Try
let me
this!
help.
I'm on a roll now.
Blending Flash!
I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw. Ready and raring.
Here's a healing art.
I can carve through armor.
It's starting wind. Carve now. Here.
This time! Still!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished. This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
When did I get so popular?
Take this!
Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Shionne, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Sword Rain Alpha! I owe you one!
Alright, but this fight ends here!
Now, Asuna!
Right.
Eat dirt!
This one's
Now you
mine!
see what I can do!
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left!
Right. No time to hold back.
This one's mine! Go get the waters of
Don't
here!
leave it far enough! Rip it! I'll finish you here right
Freezing
now!
storm! A whirlpool!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
There! Go!
Swallow dance!
With this, I can become even stronger!
That equipment should come in handy. That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be...
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
Eat this!
You picked the wrong fight!
Anything in order is all mine! Now you see what I can... I'll finish you here! You shouldn't have messed with me!
Amazing! Damn it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm
Not
right
today!
beside you!
No further!
I'll finish you here now!
You get this!
I'm just getting started! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! This one's for you,
Here's a
Dad!
healing art! First aid! A whirling
Rising
struggle!
Phoenix!
Here I come! Take
Where are
this!
you going?
I'll smash you!
Leave the charges on me!
Now I can let loose!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to start.
You require a hand.
Eat dirt!
Come and get it!
No further!
Be still!
Hurricane!
Stardust!
Here's a healing art! I don't even know the word defeat.
Swordblade outlook!
Take that! Do it! Go in! Take! Blow them away!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
What do you think this place was for?
What the hell? Are they asleep?
No. They appear to be well preserved. However, they are all dead.
Dead? So this is a mass grave?
Looks that way. However, none of them appear to be Helganquil.
Bear in mind that Renans were originally Dahnans, who were remade and sent to live on Lenegis. Knowing that, they would have needed a place to perform the procedure somewhere.
And that place is here, I assume.
So what you're saying is that all of these are Dahnan, or rather, Renan bodies?
Most likely, yes. It must have been abandoned for one reason or another.
There are so many of them. They were all taken away, but never given the chance to wake.
What is that thing?
Something we have to fight if we want to get across, it seems.
Be careful! It's huge!
What is with all the huge lumbering beasts lately?
It's no ordinary Zubul. That much is damn sure.
Watch yourselves. All bets are off when it comes to this thing.
Here's a healing art!
Megasonic Block!
looks like you got this one covered. Here's a healing arc.
I'm on a
First
roll
aid.
now!
Its head is its weak point? We'll need to bring it down somehow to hit it.
In that case, let's start with the one in the middle.
What's
This will come in handy.
Inferno
Magic
punch!
strike!
Eat this!
Sword rain arrows the flame inside me, yearns to be let free!
What's this?
Red! Nail strike!
Take
Sword
this!
thrust!
I can carve through armor!
Hold on to your
Sword
arm.
rain alpha!
Here, let me help.
Blow away!
Throw it in. Blah, blah,
Try
blah.
this.
Amazing.
Blending blast!
Take you get to death.
Blade slap! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Here's a healing arc.
Flame inside me, yearns to be let free!
In here.
Eagle fly!
This will come in handy.
Azure sword!
I can do
Demon
all
fang!
this.
Take this!
Blah, blah, blah. Holy lance! Here, you get to death.
Divine sword!
You get to
Flaming
death.
thrust!
In here.
Now you see what I can do!
Sonic thrust! Try this!
Between heaven and earth.
Ready now!
Away the
Take
healing
this.
arc. First aid.
Now I can let loose!
The enemy is going all
Now
out.
I'm real mad!
Spirit flame.
Ignite!
Divide.
What is this?
It's in the sky. In here.
Orochi's fury!
Let's get you all touched up.
I'll finish you here and
No
now!
further!
First aid.
It's still time!
A whirling
Armor won't save you now! I'm in
Double
the
demon
groove!
fang!
In here. Outstanding form.
Take this!
Here's a healing arc. First aid.
Nice while it lasts.
Far enough.
This one's all mine!
Raging
I'm on a roll now!
Lightning thrust!
Hold on. Here's a healing arc.
Eat dirt!
I'm ready. In here. I never miss.
Armor won't save! I'll finish you
Not
here
in
and
your
now!
dreams.
Orochi's fury!
It's about to strike.
Do it! Look sharp, everyone! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
The hell was that thing?
Probably something that was made here and somehow managed to survive, even after all this time. Not that there's any way of knowing now.
What's wrong?
Oh, I just suddenly found myself contemplating what might have happened to the sovereigns that were meant to emerge from the crown contests.
What do you mean?
You see, the winners of the past crown contests were all strong astral arts practitioners. Furthermore, that enemy we just fought appeared to be composed of several human bodies. It was certainly nothing one would find in nature.
You're saying those were the remains of the winners? That they forgot who they once were?
I'm merely saying it's a possibility.
That's absolutely gruesome. How long had the Helganquil been at this?
It was Rena's great spirit that made them do all of this. Anything to get its astral energy.
We're not gonna jump down, right?
I certainly hope not.
After hearing Dohalim's suggestion, I'm honestly not sure what to say. So, looks like the Helganquil have been engineering Zeugles too. Why doesn't that surprise me at this point?
The creatures we've been encountering here have been a little different to what we're used to fighting, but I'm pretty sure they're Zeugles too.
Do you think they were engineered using creatures native to the area?
Indeed. However, based on the current circumstances, I would guess these Zeugles are all that's left of the planet's fauna now.
You mean, there might have been native owl species here once upon a time too?
We're back in that other room? Did the teleporter fail or something?
Something feels off about it.
Look! Everything's upside down!
The furnishings are, at least. No, you're right. The whole room's flipped on its head.
So what was once down is now up, and vice versa. I suppose the teleporter reversed our orientation then.
I guess this is the flip side of that pathway we were walking on just a little while ago.
This is crazy. Who knew such amazing technology existed?
Everything's topsy-turvy and that's all you can think about?
Bear in mind, the core of Rena now sits above us. I pray that we won't encounter many stairs.
No
Here's the
backing
healing
down!
arm. First,
Watch it! No further!
I'll cover you. Here's another one.
There you go!
Feel like me again.
Short roar!
This will come in handy. The flashing part's their weak point.
What's this?
Eat this!
Eagle
Here.
Let's go!
I can handle it.
I can carve through armor!
It's weakened.
You see what happened there as
This
you
ends
crossed?
now!
Shouldn't have done that.
Here, I never miss.
Thunderfang! You picked the wrong fight!
Lightning, downfall. Here's the healing arm.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Crush you!
Let me help. Holy land.
Can't get out of this!
Here.
Charge like that can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Astral energy.
Say no more.
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
What are those? They look like Shionne's thorns, and with flowers too.
Not real ones, though. They're just like that flower growing out of Rena.
We must be getting close to the Great Spirit now.
Hey, Rinwell, what was that thing you said about how a little bit of Dahna's Great Spirit is inside all of us?
Right. That's why Dahna's Great Spirit is so much more diluted. Weak, even. Whether it was a choice so it didn't overpower others, or just the way it is anyone's guess.
If that's true, then wouldn't it mean Dahna's will could never form under natural conditions?
Yeah, sounds like that's probably the case.
So if Dahna exists within all of us, then what if something occurred that brought everyone's hearts and minds together as one? That unity could potentially act as Dahna's will.
You mean if everybody was, like, thinking the exact same thing at the exact same time? Come on, there's no way we could pull that off.
I know it's a long shot, but it might work.
Let's assume that's even possible for a second. Would it even be enough to fight back against Rena's Great Spirit?
If nothing else, it might be an option if we can't use the Renasalma.
Things are different here.
So here's a question. We came all this way to Rena on the assumption the Renasalma's here, right?
Don't say it, Law.
Yeah, but I'm just saying...
I said don't.
I can understand why you might be concerned, Law. But you need to remember that there are people it affects more directly than you.
Oh, sorry.
We've managed to make it this far believing. Losing faith now won't do us any good. We're better off focusing our anxiety elsewhere.
Such as?
The Great Spirit. If Hevrecht 35's to be believed, Our enemy won't just be handing over the Renas Alma to us. At least, not without a fight.
Not only that, but that same enemy just gulped down more than an entire world's worth of astral energy.
Point taken. It may be strange to say, but when I'm fighting, or at least know what needs to be done, it helps me a lot. I don't doubt myself as much. So thanks, both of you. The floor's on the ceiling and the ceiling's on the floor. This whole thing's making my head spin. Why would they even do something like this?
The Helganquil can bend life forms to suit their will. Nothing they could do at this point would surprise me.
The ceiling is on the floor. That doesn't weird you out?
What good is a team made up of members who all share the same opinions on everything? And besides, when you get to be at my ripe old age, one begins to consider it quite uncouth to show one's true emotions at times.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. You can't be that old.
The sands of time wait for none of us, lad.
Yeah, we'll see. Though at this rate, I guess I'll have to live long enough to get as old as you first, huh?
You will. And when the time comes, I look forward to hearing you change your tune on the matter.
Be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Don't mind if I do. Hold on to your heart. Here I come. A chain of heaven and earth. They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious. I know I can do this all alone.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Denison! Here's a healing heart.
Hey, when did I get more popular?
An astral burst?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Here goes. This one's mine. I never miss.
Try this!
You see what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have
We
done
turned
that.
the tables on him.
There's core full armor.
Right. No time
So
to
much
hold
for
back.
sitting this fight out.
You
Nope, that is silly.
do it!
Not so smug now.
You fight better at a distance.
In a bind?
The further away, the better. You and I both.
Ready. Radiant blood in your dreams.
Here, Glimmer
Do it.
Dragon.
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
An opponent like this should be easy.
I really know you
Bring you down.
This one's all mine!
Now
You picked the wrong fight!
Shattering
Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal! Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw! Come one, come all! Ignite!
A wailing
Swallow
dance
dance!
lightning.
Take Bolero!
Orochi Fury!
Eagle Assault!
Double Demon!
Eat dirt.
Azure Storm!
What a relief! Denied!
There.
I'll finish you here and now! Eagle Assault!
Here, let me help.
Shattering
No,
pieces! Attack time!
A chain between heaven and earth.
Not
See
today!
what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
You get the jet.
You're mine! Try this! Infernal turret!
Our expert coming through.
Now I'm in the groove.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Magic is there. Please now.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Serpent knuckle!
Illuminating blast.
Lost my focus!
Between heaven and earth.
Prepare to be seen!
Take this!
All finish you here and now!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Step back! This one's all lost!
Wow. You've got to be lucky to find this stuff.
Indeed. I can tell it's quite the find.
Looks like some solid equipment. This would be a delicious piece of cake.
Come on, here I go!
Never miss. I'm ready. Holy glimmer.
That'll bring you down.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Your wings won't
Not
save you
today.
from me.
I'll smash you!
Roll
now!
my watch. Here, now. Astral energy.
Say no more! Got
Here I go. Well done. Gravitas field. With their attack.
Take this! Here I come!
Divine.
Sonic arrow to flame inside me! Yours to be let free! You picked the wrong fight!
Oh, violent darting wind. Carve now. Seal. Get on in there with the other. Let me help.
I don't know what I
Perhaps now.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
A whirling trouble. Enemies incoming.
Then we'll take them down! I'll smash you!
We're cleaning house!
Let me take the rest!
Lead the enemy. Well, someone's feeling lively.
Where are you going? Rain Blast!
Watch, here I come! The flaming more! Burn! More Sukos?
Keep calm and take them down.
Lightning strike!
Turning!
Here I come!
Swallow this! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
More?
Take it! Pieces! Attack time!
Lightning thrust!
Escape my judgment!
Mirage! Shockwave strike! Sword rain out! More?
You make quick work of them!
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that wasn't true.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Shionne actually look like this.
I'm not done! Mirage Apple! Stardust! Mirage!
Anything in armor is all right!
Smoke! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
That'll bring you down!
Do it!
Mirage! Doubling! In an instant! Impact Claw!
A chain between
Shouldn't have
heaven and
messed
earth.
with me!
Go! A wailing dance of lightning! Where are you going?
Thrust! First Sword rain Alpha! Rain Slash! Not today!
Now!
Am I on a roll or what?
Oh, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
This will be a delicious piece of cake!
I'll smash you!
Sword rain Alpha!
Come and get it!
Whirl away! Crush!
Radiant Pierce! Divide Fire!
in the sky!
Orochi's Fury!
Dance immortal in here!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Talon Hurricane!
Eat this!
A banana! Let's go! Here's a magic exam!
You see what happened there as you crossed me?
Outstanding form!
I'll smash you!
Eternal devastation! Lightning thrust!
They're not playing around! Burning
Mirage!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Serpent knuckle!
Here, let me help! I never miss!
Can't get out of this!
A chain between healing art! First aid!
Take this! I'm not done! Blow away!
Eat this!
Crush!
Talon Hurricane!
Demon Fang!
Glimmer Dragon!
And restore!
Shattering
Demon Fang!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Eat this!
Perhaps now isn't... This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Now you see what I can do!
Mirage!
I'm all
Shockwave
fired
strike!
up!
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Nice one, Alphen.
Yeah, there's more where that came from. fight like this should be easy.
Illuminate them again!
Double demon fight!
Here goes!
It's time!
This one's mine! Airborne beast! My
Knock
now!
it
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
You're mine!
Let me help! First aid!
Got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly. Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Demon Fang!
Charge like that can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Not today!
It's finished! Let's do it! Where are you going?
Ready and ready! In a bind!
Fired up!
Raining strike!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Radiant Pierce!
That frickin' does
Here,
it!
let me help.
I can carve through armor!
And here I go. One more. Radiant Pierce! More where that came from.
Ignite!
Here, let me help. First aid!
I owe you one.
Raging Cascade!
Here I come.
Back into the fray!
Sword rain now! Here I come!
Away!
Raining strike!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
The Zoogles here are putting up a real fight.
That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah, it's like when I made contact with Dahna's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Rinwell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants, how it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dahna and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dahna's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dahna while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted, like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dahna, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shionne's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dahna and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shionne.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dahna and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
To think, all this started because of the Great Spirit's desire to keep living. The only reason it craves energy is because it's dying from starvation. When you think about it like that, maybe the things it's done aren't so strange after all.
If Rena had been more like Dahna, things would have worked out a whole lot better.
It's like Hevrect 35 told us. The Dahnan and Renan spirits are meant to be completely different beings.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its developing a powerful will. But that also made it crave energy, sapping Rena dry until it perished.
Whereas Dahna's energy is dispersed, meaning its will never developed to the same extent. And without that hunger, Dahna the planet was spared.
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our place to even say. Still, I can't help but think it reminds me a lot of the dichotomy of the human condition.
Dichotomy? What do you mean?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. But those who are content with their lot in life rarely fulfill their potential. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's Great Spirit grew, the more and more powerful its hunger also became.
Everything in moderation. When all's said and done, maybe that's the hardest thing for people to learn.
Forgive you! Not on my watch! I'll finish you here and now! Those flying creatures are a real pain in the butt! See what I can do! Too much to handle? Now the flashing parts are weak points! You get the gist!
Not today!
In here! Talon Hurricane! Get you all tucked away!
Now you can't get out of this!
Burning strike!
These fists have got your name on them!
Magic is dead!
Soaring
Armor won't save you!
Whoa! Hard shield!
Swallow dance!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Wherever we go on this planet, machines littered everywhere.
It's impressive to look at as a bystander, but I sure wouldn't want to live here with all of this around.
I know what you mean. There are no fish here. I couldn't cook any of my delicious dinners for you all if we lived here.
Clearly the worst point. And against it.
Little help!
This one's mine!
Here's
a healing seal! First aid!
I'll finish you here and now! Glimmer's ready! Take this!
Outstanding form!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Anything in armor is all mine!
Let me help!
Now in the
Blazing
group!
Phoenix!
There! Dance in mortal combat!
Leave the charges to me! I'll distinct! I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
I really owe you one.
This isn't looking good. You picked the wrong fight. I have no limits. Swordland Alpha! Sorry, but this fight ends here. Go faster!
Now, Asuna!
Right! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Step back! This one's all law!
Dispose of the trash.
Now I can let
Eat this! We don't mind if I do!
Storm! Hurricane!
Here I come!
A whirling
Bring it
pebble!
through!
I never miss! Winds of
Swordland Alpha! More! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
One more time!
Come on, let's go!
Armor won't save you! Prepare to be sealed!
Burn!
In here!
In a bind, you hurt the wind! Far enough!
Rookie Fury!
I'll finish you here and now!
Alright! It looks like you got this one covered!
I'll finish you here and now!
Chain between art expert coming through!
Bring in the
whirling struggle!
Will this help? Please now.
I owe you, Shionne.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
That could
These
easily
six
be
has
fatal.
got your name
Just
on
as
them!
well, I'm here to stop.
This isn't ideal.
Swordland Alpha! Ignite!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
This one's got your name on it!
To action!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
No
Here's a
backing
healing
down!
arm. First aid!
Let's endure it!
A whirling trouble.
Take this!
Came between
Take
heaven
this.
and earth.
Time to let it
A
rip!
wailing banshee of
If it's in the
lightning.
sky,
it's
Sword Raid
mine.
Alpha!
Here, let me help.
Sword Raid Alpha! Blow away!
Sorry, but this fight ends here!
Go faster! Now, Asuna!
Right. Radiant Pierce. It looks like you got this one covered. Healing art.
Double demon strike!
Vanquish darkness.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Burning
Diamond Hurricane!
Street.
Rip and tear! Shockwave blast!
Now we're not
Infernal Torrent! Eagle Frost! I'll finish one for stop!
Thanks, Kisara. Don't mind if I do.
Thunderfang!
Here I go.
Put this up!
I'm on target.
Mirage! Shockwave blast!
Here.
Sword Raid Alpha! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! First strike! Never in this room! Armor won't save you!
Take that. Magic is them. Spread. You get
Polar
this.
blade!
Here.
Cover!
First aid. This'll come in handy.
Eat dirt!
Here goes. Radiant. Where that came from.
Shockwave blast! Sword Raid Alpha!
Do it. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you.
Blow away! Eternal devastation! Burn!
Here, let me help. Let the
Now I
marksman
can
handle
let
this.
loose!
Talon Hurricane! These fists have got your name on them!
A wailing
I never
lightning.
Done this dog! I can carve through armor!
Now.
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
That was a little close for comfort.
An opponent like this should be easy. Come one, come all!
Winds at the
Okay,
head.
guys, think it's time to run.
Go. No further. Some fights are better left unfought.
So those thorns of Shionne's, they're really a part of Rena's great spirit?
Most likely, but only a small fragment of it in the big picture. I don't sense a will of its own. Emanating from them.
If it's that insignificant, is there that much point getting rid of it?